right, motherfuckers, we back.
Back at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call This podcast.
One time for the one time.
I am your host, X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother, Dub. What's happening?
What's happening, brother?
Hey, man, you know what it is.
We are back, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a little while.
Yes, it's been a good minute.
Yeah, I am happy to be back, man. Y'all know what it is. If you're listening, you can catch us on YouTube at the 2 Cent You Call It podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can see every time we post.
Ding.
Y'all know how we do it on all listening platforms. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Busting out your eardrums every week. So if you want to catch us there, on the ride to work, ride home, whatever you want to do, you can catch us on all those platforms. Hey, that was a good one.
Yeah. I do this for my ASMR.
That's what's up, man. First things first. What's in your glass?
I have no clue what this is, so I'm just gonna call it the Yava because she brought it to me. She said, "Yeah, it's got some cognac in there and some other stuff." So
that's trust right there.
We gonna see how it go, man. I mean, it's tasty, so
it does taste pretty good, man.
Okay,
but
so
that's some trust.
So shout out to Yava. And what you got over there, brother?
It's a drink that I was telling you about that I stumbled upon a couple of weeks ago. First of all, before I tell you what it is, let me tell you how I stumbled upon it. So, I was going out, and this actually plays into our main topic a little later. But I was going out after kind of a long week, and ended up going all the way to Fort Worth, and like I was spent, man, like just tired from the week, and I was like, you know what? I do want to drink, but I need some energy as well. So stumbled upon this jewel, man. It is a apple whiskey and a watermelon energy drink. So I think I'm gonna call it the what we say I was gonna call it?
the poisoned apple.
The poisoned apple. I think I'm gonna call it the poisoned apple. It's red. And it's mixed with apple, so that's what I'm gonna call it, man. That's what we going with. Let's tell the folks why we've been away. We had a couple of things going, both me and you. 1 week was you, 1 week was me, and then now, both weeks was you.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
All right, so let's talk about the first week, man. You went to visit family. Tell us about it.
Yeah, man. I went down to one of my hometowns. For those who don't know, I was born in Monroe, Louisiana, raised out here in Texas for the most part, but a lot of my family stays in Columbia, Louisiana, which is probably about 20 minutes south of Monroe. So me, my mom, my brother and his wife, and my aunt, we went down and we stayed in Monroe.
There's a lot of people in that car.
It was 5.
There's a lot of people in that car.
I drive a 5-seater, so it was 5.
It's a sedan.
It's okay. They'll be all right. I was in my driver's seat, so I ain't had to worry about shit. But yeah, we went down there and we stayed in Monroe and stuff. But we drove down on Friday evening. Walked around my mom and her sister. We were all coming down for another one of my aunt's birthday parties. So my grandpa had 3 girls and 3 boys.
Okay.
Did I get that right?
You tell me.
Yeah, 3 boys and 3 girls. Yeah, so the girls went out. They were just running around town all weekend. Well, all Saturday, getting ready for my.
Were you the chauffeur all Saturday?
Fuck no. I was just doing my own thing. I told them go ahead and do their own thing. My aunt, the birthday girl, she came over there, picked them up, and they went to go get the nails done and stuff like that. They got shirts made and stuff. My mom was so excited about it. It was like. The oldest, the one who made the rules. The middle one, it was the one who the rules apply to, and then the youngest is like the one who no rules apply to at all. And stuff. My mom's a baby girl on that side. Well, she's a baby girl on both sides. Well, she's the only girl on the maternal side.
Get it together.
Anyway, one of them motherfuckers. So yeah, they did that. I went out there and spent way more money than I thought I was gonna spend.
That's a given.
I bought food for my family and everything like that. My mom was in charge of the catering, so she ended up getting chicken and stuff. They weren't ready when it's supposed to be ready. We were supposed to be there before this party started, but in true fashion, my family was late anyway. But I still hit that bitch. Takes about 30 minutes and stuff. I got there probably about 15, 20.
Okay.
I was hitting that bitch.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Because it's like all country road and shit. It's just like 2-lane highway.
Yeah.
Well, technically a 4-lane highway. 2 on this side, 2 on that side. And they just widened that out not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
So we went out there. We had a good time. Got a little tipsy. Ended up singing Can We Talk?
Because we going to do some karaoke.
And stuff. My grandpa, he was like, baby, I didn't know you could say like that. I was like, yeah, that's how I used to get them, grandpa. I said, you got the blue eyes. I had the voice.
Yeah.
And stuff. That's how I get it. So yeah, after that, came back in town. And then the next weekend, you ended up going
I did.
to Arkansas.
Yeah, it was another family trip, man. I went out, to kick it a little bit in Arkansas, and I decided to take my mom with me, which was, man, honestly pretty significant for me because I think it was, well, I know it was the first time that I was able to like take my mom on a trip, all expenses paid, like to just pay for everything for her and like take her out on the trip out of town and just, and be able to enjoy herself and kick it and not have to worry about, anything outside of that. So I was actually really happy to do that, man. That's the first time that I think me and her have taken a trip in a long time. So that it was good, man. We had a good time. We was only out there. Now, first of all, so we went to Little Rock. That's where we was going to visit.
Big Rock.
And if anybody knows, it ain't shit in Little Rock. But what I didn't know,
when your listeners hear you talking about they fucking city.
What I didn't know is that Hot Springs was that close to Little Rock. And so, like I said, my mom was with me, so I was like, hey, let's go down to Hot Springs. It's only about a 45 to an hour minute drive from Little Rock. So we did that. And it was just like, it's a real laid back. If anybody has ever been to Hot Springs, they know. And if you haven't been, it's a real laid back city. Like they call it Spa City. So it's actually known for its like spas and shit.
Okay.
So it's like a really relaxing, laid back type of feel.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Hot Springs.
Yeah, right. So we did a duck tour. We had some good food, had some margaritas. I took a wine tasting, so she thoroughly enjoyed herself.
Did y'all spit?
No.
Pause.
I'm not. I'm not wasting no alcohol. So
you swallowed. All right, got you, brother.
That's where we going. that's where we going. Yeah, no, but I'm not wasting no alcohol, no matter what it is. So yeah, but it was a good time, man. Now I will say this. And I'm gonna see how you feel about it because you just took the same. Y'all took a trip. You was with the family, with your mom and your aunt. I will ask you this: how has it changed now that you are a full blown adult traveling with your mama?
I have to remind myself that she's still my mama.
Right.
So
right
on the way back from Louisiana, I got in my bag. I was like, you know what? We listened to 90s R&B, 80s R&B on the way down.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting to my bag, and it's gonna get a little explicit in her. So I started off. I think what did I start playing? I think I played like Nothing Was the Same at first and stuff like that. And then she was like, you keep on saying all these niggas. This is just nigga and stuff. And she was like, all right. And she was like, all right. It's like, it's like, I need the clean version. So I had to go look up the clean version and everything. So it was like, I was like, I never noticed how many.
how much cursing they do. I had a similar experience because I just went back and listened to, actually one one of my top 5, I will say. Now, granted, I don't listen to a whole bunch of rap, but when I do, and I find an album that I just fuck with, I'm probably got it on repeat. One of my top 5 albums, rap albums of all times, is gonna be
LL Cool J.
no.
So I don't think he was he cussing on that?
Nah, he was
probably
saying
had like one.
hell or damn. I don't think outside of that. Nah.
Damn.
But no, one of my top rap albums is The Game's Documentary 2.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's one of it's one of my favorite albums, man. And so I was listening. I had pulled it up on Spotify, and I was listening to it, and I didn't realize that like when you just do a regular search, like it usually will find the the edited or the radio version.
Yeah.
And if you listen to The Game, he does a shitload of cursing.
Was an instrumental in that bitch?
Yeah, it was. I listened to one song. I can't even think of the name of the song right now, but I listened to one song, and everybody knows. On the documentary too, I listened to that song, and when I tell you, like, he was literally getting one word out of like a whole 8 seconds. I was like, yeah, let me go find a regular version of this because I definitely, this ain't it. I can't even listen to the song like this. So, yeah, I feel you what you're saying about that, but it is definitely different. Traveling with your parents after you get fully grown, because, and I'll say this. So when you was traveling. When you was a kid, you was on their time. Like they basically planned the itinerary.
I was still on their time.
Oh yeah, but
we spent a good hour and 30 minutes at Buc-ee's. So my cousin Nika, she was dropping off her mom. That's the aunt that rode with us, my auntie Elaine and stuff. We were in the parking lot, and first somebody didn't want to go into the store, and then somebody did go into the store, and then it came out, and then they started talking, and they was just talking, and so me and Nika started talking, and my brother, we was all talking and stuff like that. I was like, they really over there talking like they ain't gonna be riding in the car together for 4 hours. Like, all right, so I think we got there at 7. We didn't leave till like 9.
Bro, what the at Buc-ee's?
Yes,
bro.
Yes.
It's crazy because we was talking. I think we talked about this like, man, early in a couple of episodes, how like you end up kind of taking the parent role. Yeah. When you kind of switch roles with your parents when you turn a certain age, because like then you become the teacher and they become the student. Like you got to teach them, certain shit that's up to date and all of that shit. And that's definitely something that I had to. Cause me, I'm hella impatient, right? Mm-hmm. But like when it comes to my mama, I just gotta be like, hey, that's her. Just let it roll. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And so now that we're adults and we travel together, like now I'm looking at her like, all right, is you gonna come on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Versus when we was kids, they was looking at us like, if y'all don't bring your ass, you know what I'm saying? The only difference is they could tell us, hey, bring your ass. We just be like, all right, well, I guess we gonna slow boogie this thing.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but the trip was good, man. Let me ask you this: after that trip, because you've taken a couple of road trips with your mom, thus far. Do you feel like that's something that you like to regularly do, or do you feel like that's maybe a once a year type thing? Like let's limit this to.
No, I don't. I don't mind the road trips and stuff like that. I think the only time when like me and my mom bump head is when we're together for an extended period of time. I'm talking like 5+ days together and stuff, because I'm used to all my solo shit and stuff like that, and I need my space. And we like so much alike. We might start talking about fucking I don't know, pencils or something like that, or like some dumb shit like me and you on directions how to get to the fucking to the airport. And then I'd be like, all right, you got a mama. And she'd be like, nah, because you. And I'd be like, all right.
Like, I'm not trying to argue.
All right. It's just like, oh my God. But yeah, but I think like I think that's a hereditary thing.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely, you definitely get a lot of shit from your parents, like, and then you start seeing it in yourself, and you be like, "Fuck,"
Yeah.
but it's like you can't do shit.
Yeah.
You can't do shit about it, man.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was cool. So I guess that's well, yeah, we did that. I went for it at Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yeah.
Came back early Friday. You almost pissed me off. I'm gonna tell you that. And I think I told you. Well, I did tell
Nah,
you.
you didn't come back early Friday.
No. I'm saying I came back on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think I did tell you that you would have pissed me off.
Well, yeah.
Had it originally gone the way I thought it was gonna go, because what was happening was I was flying to Little Rock, but I was driving back. I was riding with somebody back, and so
See, I didn't know that.
we talked about that.
I thought you were flying back, and I was just supposed to come get y'all from the airport.
Oh well, maybe that was a miscommunication on my end. I'll accept that.
Regardless, you could have still just drove to the airport because that's where you got the car from, right? Or
I didn't rent a car.
that's right, because you was already out. I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah. But either way, so I got back in time, well enough time for us to still record the show, which is why I say that both of these weeks was you, because I was ready to record on Friday, got back, had my energy, was ready to go, and then what happened?
I was being a good friend to my other friends.
Were you?
Yeah.
How was you being a good friend to your
I
other friends?
went on Thursday. I went out with my other friends
What does that have to do with you not doing the show on Friday?
because I was hungover.
Okay, so that don't say that you was being a good friend.
I was being a good friend.
I mean, yeah, you went
I
out.
went out and I was drinking with them. Some tears were shed. We had watershed moments and everything like that.
We had watershed moments.
So we were
Not the
bonding.
watersheds.
We were bonding, and
You didn't have to drink that fucking much. First of all,
it
and
was like
the fact,
one shot over that I shouldn't have took the last.
Okay, but you can't say that because the fact. Okay, first of all, let's start here. You talking about hungover, but I didn't get back until 7:00 at night.
And I was hungover the entire time. I had to go to work the next day, so I couldn't sleep like I wanted to.
No, you should have been fucking hydrating or some shit
Hey, bro,
to get it together
I'm a
before the show.
thirsty motherfucker.
Yeah, so that's why I say both of these weeks was you, because I was ready to record last week. I was on it.
We could have recorded over Zoom.
I planned ahead. I had all my shit in the car. I was ready.
We could have recorded over Zoom.
We couldn't because your ass was probably asleep by the time I got back.
I would have just rolled over and been like, all right, let's do this live. I would have been a little groggy. Might have been dark.
Yeah,
We could have ripped the audio and
it would have been a
Cleaned
bullshit
it up.
ass show. Is what it would have been.
that's what it is. I'm hungover right now.
So that's the last couple of weeks. But how was your week this week, man?
This week was it was interesting, man.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Well, for one, my fucking tub is stopped up again now. So T, if you go in there and you see some shit in the tub, I don't think I'm just a nasty ass.
What the
motherfucker.
fuck are you going through?
I don't know. I'm sick of this apartment, bro. It's like the second time in like 3 weeks.
We about to talk about that too, because let me tell you, home ownership versus renting, pros and cons to both. But yeah, so what else? How was the rest of your week?
I was on advisor duty.
Yes.
Went out there supported some of my guys. Well, my guy. Showed some love. And I actually, right before I went out there, I had a going away party for the vice president of my office.
Okay. Let's talk about that.
And so this was the vice president that I told that I was leaving the company when I left them. And told them I was going on a forced vacation because I just would not take my vacation. And I just knew if I stayed, then I wasn't gonna take it anymore. Fortunately, she was still there when I came back, and she allowed me to have my position back.
Yeah.
And I told her, you know what I'm saying, I was feeling unfulfilled in my job and I wanted to advance, and I talked to her about putting me on a track to becoming executive and everything like that, and I want to learn the ins and outs of everything like that. So she challenged me And she was telling me like, I'm not just gonna give this to you just to give it to you. You know, you need to show a little bit more effort in your work because I was definitely one of those people who was okay. Even you notice like with like fresh stuff sometimes I'm okay with being in the background. I don't have to have the titles and be in the front. I don't even like to take fucking pictures. I'm always in the background and stuff like that. But she told me I had to get out of that. So she pushed me on some stuff. And
is she of the lighter hue?
Yeah, she's an older white lady.
So if it ain't,
she's my blind side.
See, this is what the fuck I be talking about. If it ain't white, it ain't right. Cause I've been telling X this shit for the longest. Like we done had this conversation about the same shit that she just told you. It's the same shit I done told you. If it ain't white, it ain't right, huh?
She told me this way before you told me this.
Oh well, no, I don't think so.
She did. You told me this. What?
How long? How long you been working there?
How long I been working there?
Yeah.
I just hit 5 years.
I feel like I might have told you this about 5 years.
Anyway, he ain't told me no shit like that.
All right, we'll continue.
He told me to fuck bitches, get money, and ruin my life.
And party and bullshit.
He told me fuck them kids and shit like that.
Cash rules everything around me.
So we was at this dinner and we were going around and we were telling
You had watershed moments?
Yeah, basically. They were telling funny stories and stuff about her. And they got to me. I was like, I don't have any funny stories. And they got to me, so I was just like, okay, let me just tell this story about when I came back and you opened up and with open arms and said, yeah, you can come back and stuff like that. And even I think I was there for like a project base when I first got back.
Oh yeah.
And literally when she came in to offer me the position back, somebody else was getting ready to interview me and stuff like that. And she was like, no, you're not getting that job. I want you here, stuff like that. So, and ever since I've been back, she's been pushing me and she's been getting me more out of my comfort zone and stuff, making me uncomfortable. Like I said, I wanted to be. But I
making you uncomfortable.
Shut the fuck up. Not like that.
We need to go to HR.
And she don't work there anymore now. She retired.
Yeah, because hey, it's free game now.
I hate this motherfucker. But no, she when she told me I got back, she said I needed to start taking my vacation time.
Yeah.
Because when I left the first time, I had like 200 something hours of vacation time and stuff.
The main person that be getting on my ass about taking vacation.
I know.
Okay. As long as you acknowledge it.
This year, as of last time I checked, I had 118 hours, which I can only roll over 40 hours. And then I had 20 something hours of PTO. So she got on my ass when we was at the dinner because I told her how much time I had. She said, "You promised." I was like, "All right." Yeah, I said, "I did."
If it ain't white, it ain't right.
Shut the fuck up. So I was like, I did promise. So she's like, I need to see you back into the office before we leave. Because for those who don't know, I do work from home. But because I have my moments where I just need to get out the house, I do still have a desk at my office. So I actually went to the office on Thursday, which was actually pretty good. Came in there, used my badge for the first time, walked in, and I was like, all right, let me go to the restroom. And it was these two black ladies that who were newly hired since I've actually been into the office, and they were just staring at me and stuff. And they gave me the eye like, who is this dude? But it was like, oh, this nigga kind of fine. Like we ain't used to seeing this kind of. Yeah, they were just standing right in front of the bathroom. I was like,
hey,
it's like I work here. It's okay. It's like, oh, okay. I start laughing and shit. So I went in, straightened myself up, came back out and introduced myself to them and everything like that. And they walked across my path a couple times in the office, doing that Loretta Devine walk.
I was just gonna say that.
I hope he's not watching. And I did walk behind one of them. I was like, she got that ass.
Damn.
But I am not risking my job for nobody.
Yeah, no.
But no, she came by my VP came by my desk and she asked me how I was doing with scheduling my vacation. So she said,
how are you doing?
I'm giving you an hour. So she came back in an hour and I scheduled all the time that I need to schedule. So I have vacations set up in September, October, November, and December.
So are we planning something for that vacation or what?
Well, I think homecoming is October 29th.
Yes.
So I'm off that week until the 31st, I think.
The fuck I'm talking about.
And then I got some other stuff like the end of every month. And then my birthday, just the day, but it falls on a Tuesday, so it's like some random ass
Got
day.
the club going up, on a Tuesday.
Yeah, but I sat there and I did it, and I had it kind of forced me to realize that. I think I do that.
You should stop being a hypocrite.
Well, no, that too. But I work so hard. I know I get that from my mom, but at the same time, I feel like I'll be behind, but I think it's more of me not wanting to let other people down or letting the slack that I don't pull fall onto somebody else.
So the same shit that you be getting on me about in our organization life is the same shit that you talking about you doing right now, right? Bullshit.
No, you like to control it.
No.
Yes.
No. It's that I like to make sure that it gets done.
But things are getting done.
All right. Well, let's continue.
And stuff like that. So I have to realize that I don't have to do everything on my own. Mm-hmm. Like somebody else needs to realize that they don't have to do everything on their own, and that you have teammates.
Help me.
Yeah. So, I had the realization and stuff like that. But I said my goodbyes to her and everything like that. But she said she was gonna give me she said she was gonna give me a gift, and she said she was just gonna leave it in my desk for me and stuff, and it was gonna help remind me of everything. Bro, she's like 60. No, she's like 60 years old, and she's
dust off.
She was watching me grown. She's been married 3 times.
She's watched. I'm sure she watched you grow a couple of times.
See, this is why black men can't have no fucking job, because motherfuckers like this. Just innocent. Innocent.
You know I work blue collar, so I tell all these jokes all the time.
Innocent. Just somebody in my field that wanted to mentor me.
Hey, take you under that wing, under the bosom.
Anyways, but she's congratulations to her. She's going out to California.
Congrats.
To spend time with her mom.
Oh, so you about to get flued out.
All right. What about your week, brother? What's going on in your week?
My week was a week of highs and lows, bro.
Oh, it's highs. Because you was just. I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, you tried. Nah, but I will say that this week has been a testament to me personally of how far I think that I've come in just the journey of adulthood and just how I react to things. So we had a very heavy storm on Monday. Mm-hmm. And so for my neighborhood, the storm lightning struck a house in my neighborhood. House ended up catching on fire. So it was like really bad lightning in my area, and so it affected a majority of the houses that are on our street. So like a lot of the houses on our street got electrical damage, mm-hmm. or either electrical damage or like roof damage. And so my house was one of those. Had a couple of electrical issues, a couple of things shorted out because of it. So had some electrical issues in the garage, had internet issues that I had to take care of, and then had HVAC issues that I had to take care of.
Internet issues, that's why.
And so, shut your ass up. Yeah. So, had all these issues, man, and I'll say, and going back to what we were talking about earlier, the pros and cons, man. Being a homeowner is great, man. It's great to have your own space. It's great to not have to share a wall with anybody and all of that shit. But in the same token, when some shit fuck up, like your tub is fucked or your plumbing is fucked up right now, they gonna come fix that shit. That shit happened in my house. I'm responsible for getting that shit the fuck fixed. Like, I don't.
You don't have no
Yeah,
landlord.
ain't no maintenance man coming around and saying, "Oh, hey, yeah, let me fix that for you." No, that shit is all on my back. So just within trying to get that shit fixed this week, it came out of pocket just a little bit to try to get it fixed. But at the same time, man, like I said, I feel like it's a testament of where I've come and the mindset and how I've grown because, bro,
It's a blessing that you got it, brother.
exactly, and I wasn't letting it bother me. Like, it is what it is. It could always be worse. Like I said, lightning struck in the neighborhood and actually set a house on fire. That could have been my house. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, amen.
you look at it like, hey, God is good. It could always be worse, and I'm thankful that I've been placed in a position to maintain it. So,
Just not like it. God is good. Oh, you motherfuckers don't know what to say back to Jesus.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I can't complain, man. The week was good. Now, just as you talking about, you got a mentor, old Tinder at the job that's mentoring you. Nah, but everything is going good for me too, man. At work, we've been talking about it. I just recently transitioned into a new role, and in that role, bro, it has been great. Like,
you finding your purpose.
Yeah,
you feel like?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I already knew what my purpose was. I feel like I was already in, the field and in the path, on the path, to fulfill that. It came a lot, like we talked about, it came a lot earlier than I expected it in my career. But like this week, man, it really, like, I feel like I had an opportunity to shine, and I did that, and I was acknowledged for it, man, and it felt good. Like, it just felt like it was what I was supposed to be doing. And so, man, work has been great, and I think that's why I just feel like I have, like, I can't ask for more, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I asked for, and I'm where I feel like I want to be in life. So, hey, at this point, take everything, roll punches. Now, I will say that you have also inspired me in your recent journeys to just get on track and better your life and make some moves in your career to get where you want to go. Like you said, you talked to your VP and she told you, hey, I want you to get uncomfortable. I want you to do certain things and I want you to progress and move forward. And you've been I've seen you over this past year and a half take those steps to do that. So I say all that to say, iron sharpens iron. Like,
definitely,
when you
brother.
have people around you that are striving and pushing and trying to move forward, it also makes you strive and push, not in a competition, but just in a way that it motivates you.
Yeah.
To stay on your A game, to stay pushing, and you celebrate the wins. Like, we celebrate each other all the time. And if you don't have people around you that's doing that, that's not your friend. Like I say, matter of fact, I seen something the other day. It was some young kids, like 16, 17 maybe, and they was at they made a TikTok and they was at a eatery, and they was laughing and the caption was like, "Oh yeah, we came out to eat, but he ain't had no money." And he was sitting by himself. Yeah, he was sitting by himself, and somebody was narrating it, and they said the same fucking thing that I was thinking, like, cause we. You know what I'm saying? We come from a background of sometimes not having it.
Yeah.
And you keep people around you that, like, me and you have been in that situation before. I mean, not that we couldn't afford it, because by the time, well, no, at the beginning, we wasn't where we at now.
Yeah.
It's you know what I'm saying? So it was a time.
Brother, I got you.
Yeah, it was a time that we was at we'd be at an establishment and we'd be like, "Hey, you hungry?" You'd be like, "Hey, man, I ain't got it right now." That's not what the fuck I asked you.
That's not what I asked.
I asked, was you fucking hungry? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the way I looked at them cats. I was like, that's not your fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got it, we all got it. If I'm gonna eat, we all gonna eat, or ain't nobody gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? We gonna struggle together.
Might, you know what I'm saying, take my portion might go down a little bit.
Yeah,
but you can,
like if we can only afford one meal, shit, we gonna split this burger in half. We gonna try to figure out these fries and get a cup of water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it is what it is, and we've had that. That's been many a times. You know what I'm saying? It's a give and take thing, and if you don't got people around you that's willing to do that,
I will say if the people that's around you is always doing that, they ain't never got it. Be like, all right, now you.
But
now you trying to play me.
Well, now if they ain't really got it, then cool. But if they ain't got it, and then I see new Jordans or new fucking nah.
Don't finesse the finesse.
You feel me? Speaking of which, speaking of broke times, Biden, Moneybag Joe, done dropped that fucking forgiveness. First of all,
I decided to go back to school at the wrong fucking time.
Man, first of all, let me talk about you hating hoes for a second, because it's been a lot of motherfuckers out here that's been like, oh, I paid my student loans. This shit ain't fair. Fair.
Life ain't fair. Fair only comes once a year. It's in South Dallas.
I was just gonna say, fair is where you get fucking corn dogs and funnel cakes. Fuck you, shit. Like, it ain't my fault that I foresaw this. It ain't my fault that you was in this whole paying off that shit.
It ain't it. They ain't paying everything off.
Yeah, they ain't paying everything off. But I'm just like, man, why you gotta be a hater? Like, don't fucking be. Don't hate the game. I mean, I had to play it. Shit, the game's fucked up. Yeah, but how you feel about it, man? I know we both went to 4-year institutions. We both have degrees.
I went to a 6-year institution.
No. That bitch was 4 years. You just
I went to a couple of bitches. To get kicked out.
But yeah, man,
I didn't kicked out some school.
We both got our education, man. How you feel about this loan forgiveness, man?
I'm grateful for it. You know what I'm saying? Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, okay.
It's not gonna make a huge dent. It's gonna put a nick in it, but
shit, it's gonna make a dent for me.
I'm cool with that. I ain't tripping at all, man. Anything helps, man. You know, that's what the pastor say.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no. Moneybag Joe, let's get it. Let's get it.
I'm appreciative of the
I don't give a fuck
the
how
kind
much
of money that
taxes
falls,
at
but
this point.
I'll take the kind of jingle too.
Hey, let's get it. Now speaking of kids in college, you brought this next story. You brought this next story to my attention. Erica Banks.
Yeah, man.
Bust it. What Erica out here doing?
So Erica was performing at a pep rally at a school in
at a university?
No, at high school. Yeah. She decided to throw some ass. Put on a little show for the kids.
Not for
the coaches had to hold back the football team because they was trying to get at that ass. So it's a divide where they was like, hey, kids see this all the time anyway.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about the double standard. Let's talk about it because we've been talking about Robert and we've been getting on Robert ass.
That I look like was flopping his meat.
We've been getting on Robert ass, right? So let's talk about the double standard. So is that wrong now?
It's wrong. It's all the way wrong. All the way. It's inappropriate.
It's fucking
it's
inappropriate.
Inappropriate by her and it's inappropriate by the school administration for allowing her to perform.
First off,
because you know the fucking content
I'm
that she
not booking anybody whose hit single is Bussin'. Like for a high school?
Is you
fucking like, for a high school?
Hey, brother.
Who the fuck was in charge of entertainment?
Brother. They probably saw that booking fee. It saw it was low enough. It's like, all right, well, that's what's in the budget. Let's see what she talk about.
Throw it like a stripper. Hey, what? This who you want to come talk to the little girls?
Shout out to the Triple D.
Like
hold it down.
And by all means, hey, young lady, get your money, black girl, get your money. But
yeah, that's not the venue.
That's not, and you should have more tact. Than that. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't hold anybody to Like that's your music, you know what I'm saying? That's how you make your money. That it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like that don't mean that's your personality, or that don't mean that that's what defines you, right? But then you go out and do some shit like this, and it's like, you a hoe. Like
She stood on that shit. She said, like, "Hey, I wasn't twerking on nobody. You was throwing ass in front of them boys." And
hey, come on now.
let me tell you something. As a student, I would love it.
As a 16, 17-year-old boy, yes.
I
All day.
I definitely would have been one of the ones
I'd have been busting. Shit.
that the coach was holding back, because I would have been trying to bust it for real. I probably would have left the pep rally early,
To go
and
bust.
they would
To go
found some
bust
buses in the locker room or something. But nah, man, you can't do that shit in front of no kids.
Nah, bruh.
Even if they old enough. Some of them are having sex and all that, but I think you gotta protect the kids for as long as possible.
And man.
I wish I would have waited until I was married. Well, I'll still be a virgin now. If I am a virgin. My mama might listen to it. I am still a virgin.
Your mama know damn well. Nah, man. But yeah, that's that goes back to the double standard that we talking about, man.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, had that been a male artist, they would have tried to charge him with some
He
shit.
was humping some shit, humping the air,
They would have tried to charge him with some shit.
flopping his meeting in front of the volleyball team face.
But ain't it equivalent? That's
It's the
equivalent,
same
right?
shit.
He throwing dick, she throwing ass. Like that's the equivalent, right?
Yeah,
They would have been trying to charge him though.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the double standard. Like it's a double standard.
That's when they like boys will be boys.
Exactly. And that goes back to saying like boys can't be sexually assaulted by a female. Like that goes back to saying that. Like boys cannot be sexually assaulted by a woman. That's a double standard.
It is.
Like all the shit is wrong.
Had a flashback. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
No, I wasn't.
No, but speaking of flashbacks, we have to revisit.
I want to see where this.
We have to revisit another story for the third time because it just keeps coming up.
Oh, okay.
And I'm fucking sick of her. So a couple of outlets have posted today that Jada Pinkett Smith has said that it's finally time. She's fed up and she's filing for divorce.
You brought this up to my brother because I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, that's what's in the media today.
I'm trying to figure out.
How the fuck is she fed up? I already know what you're trying to figure out.
Oh, well, okay. I see what it is. She's tired of a husband that's not authoritative and Tupac like. He ain't got enough oomph.
I'm fucking sick of her, bro.
Hey, bro.
Like, we have talked about this, and
I remember when I got my divorce. She took the kids.
This has been the Two Cent You Call
And
podcast because I'm
everything.
not about to entertain this shit. Nah, but
I give you the world, bitch. This one. Nah, I'm messing with y'all.
yo,
Nah, I do not call women bitches. Don't take that to heart. I was just joking, y'all. I promise I was just joking.
you raggedy bitch. Nah, but yeah, that is like how many times at this point, right?
It's just time.
Yeah, at this point, it's time. From his standpoint, right? How many times can you be embarrassed? Like, what's and you know what? I guess that goes into our main topic, right? Because setting boundaries, right?
Yeah.
That's a boundary that you have to set. Like, how many times am I going to allow somebody to disrespect me? How many times am I going to allow somebody to sell me the same wolf ticket? How many times am I going to just ignore the red flags? We all do it, right?
Yeah.
We all ignore red flags.
Yeah.
It's been plenty of times, and like we said on a couple of episodes ago, love
I
is
embrace my red flags. So whoop.
you fucking childish. Like we said a couple of episodes ago, getting that
Starting to feel this shit.
That apple kicking in.
Snow White. Get that poison apple over there.
But we've talked about it a couple of times, right? Love is a hell of a drug. It's probably the one you can get the most addicted to, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you also got to set boundaries. You also got to, from a personal standpoint, you got to get to a point in life or a point in your self-worth that you feel like there's some things that I'm just not willing to accept, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you set those boundaries, and where do those boundaries come from?
With me, I think it's come from repetitive actions,
Mm-hmm.
and just not having the bandwidth for it anymore. A lot of times, before I set boundaries, I really will just withdraw from that person. I'll just kind of limit what interactions we have, limit what we talk about, limit where we go.
But those are boundaries, right? Those are actual boundaries.
Yeah, but it's more. It's more. I'm gonna say more. It's less confrontational.
Okay.
That way. But sometimes you just gotta have that conversation with people like, hey, this and this shit can't happen and stuff. And I've seen that more within relationships.
Yeah.
Romantic relationships versus friendships and with family members and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree on that front. I think sometimes it can be hard to set boundaries, right? Especially if you didn't set them up front.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the older you get, the more you realize what you are and what you are not willing to accept.
Yeah, you stop taking this bullshit. You're like, I can't. I'm too old for this shit now.
Too old for like everybody involved is too old for the shit that you're doing. Like, fuck what you talking about. Like, and I think we talked about this. Me and you personally talked about this a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, about how I'm just not accepting apologies anymore. I'm not accepting verbal apologies.
Yes.
Because
you can say whatever, but it just, what are your actions?
Exactly. The only apology I'm accepting at this point is change behavior. And if I don't see a change in you, we can move the fuck on.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because if you say, anybody can say, the human being is a con artist. I don't care what nobody says. We are all con artists to some extent.
Well, goddamn.
Hey, it is what it is.
And I can see that.
Yeah, you're gonna tell somebody what you think they want to hear.
I tell her what she want to hear.
Hey, just so I can. Hey, yeah, but
I've never done that. Just put that out.
Stop.
I haven't,
Robert.
Don't do that to me, Gail.
Nah, but yeah, we're the human being is human nature. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. I feel like we want to be accepted or be loved so much to where, or yeah, I guess acceptance is the word, to where, just to keep that person around, you'll tell them what you think they want to hear, and you'll continuously tell them that. But like I said, for me, after 30. I'm not accepting verbal apologies. You can't just say I'm sorry. Fuck you, I'm sorry. Like, if it's not coming with changed behavior, we can dead this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have nothing else to talk about. If I don't see a change in your behavior, no.
Ain't no talking about it no more.
None. It's no understanding either. Because we too old for that shit. You know what you did. You know what I'm saying? And if we keep having the same conversation, I'm the fool. I'm the dumbass at that point.
Bro, let me tell you something. Somebody told me this. I forgot who it was. It's like, everybody plays a fool sometime. No exceptions to the rules. It's something. I think it was my grandpa or something like that. I don't know.
But that's true. It's true though. You got me fucked up. I'm not Bill Withers in this hoe. You can't keep on using me. Shit. You got me fucked up.
It's a use of me.
My friends keep on telling me, no, fuck that. If they tell me too many times, goddamn, I gotta start looking in the mirror. I'm starting with the
man in the mirror.
Shit.
Yeah, it's yeah, you got to kind of put a stop to it eventually and stuff like that. I've been one of those people that can let a lot of shit slide, and then once you get to that breaking point, it's like, all right,
unleashed.
Yeah, so I think it's better that the sooner that you put those boundaries up, the better it's gonna be, because once you get to that breaking point, it's almost like it's no coming back from that.
Now, do you feel like people become entitled to your energy, or they feel like that you're supposed to do this because of our relationship, because of what we've built, or because of what we have? Do you feel like they become entitled to you or your energy?
I think it don't even have to be friends. It could just be I don't want to say black people, but
demographics.
Certain demographics can feel entitled to your support or your energy, your protection, anything that you have to offer. They feel entitled to it because we have something in common, or because I'm a certain way, or I belong to this community, or you don't belong to this community, so you have to give me something.
And I feel like we've seen that recently, right?
Yeah.
Because we was just talking on maybe last episode about the Brittany Griner incident, and like it came from a standpoint of being black, and then it came from a standpoint of being a black male, and we was like, what the fuck do that got to do with any of this?
Exactly.
Like, no, don't get me wrong. I'm pro black all day. HBCU bread, love my people. I'ma fight for it. I'ma speak on it, right?
Yeah.
But don't make everything black, right? Like don't try to jump me on that train just because you black. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not. Let's not do that.
Yeah,
This is not a race issue, right?
That was my thing in that situation. That wasn't a race issue, and I feel like sometimes we play on that just to try to get support and say, "Oh, you should be backing this because you were black, because you're black, number one, and then you're a black male. You should be protecting this." Black
Brother, let me
woman.
tell you this story this week.
Okay.
There's a therapist.
Yeah, you shared the story with me.
Therapist. She has mainly, I assume, well, this is what she said. She has mainly black male clients. She goes on TikTok. She begins to trash black men about a whole bunch of stuff, calling their behavior dusty and everything like that, saying they need to go to therapy, which is kind of, what do we call that? Jumbo shrimp was oxymoron.
Oh, okay.
Because you're saying majority of your clients are black men, but you're saying black men do not go to therapy.
Right.
So anyway, she does all this.
Did you say jumbo shrimp?
Yeah.
I had to
That's how I remember it, jumbo shrimp, oxymoron, because you can't be jumbo and a shrimp.
Oh my gosh.
So she does like a couple of these videos and stuff like this. So a black female therapist does an article on this, listing her information and everything like this. She ends up getting fired from her practice. Said first black female therapist comes back and says that black men got her fired because they did not want to accept responsibility for their actions or lack of emotional.
Again, an oxymoron, because
most of your clients are. Yeah. So she says that she's been doxxed and black men are calling her job and everything like this, ignoring the fact that there was a black female therapist that originally put this out saying that she disagreed with her. But at the same time, I just lost my train of thought just that fast. I'm getting too old, man. Brain don't work like it used to. But yeah, ignoring everything, all the support that black men have gave for it, but
not taking accountability for her actions.
And then I think the main thing was she was using a whole lot of profanity, very unprofessional. I believe she was calling black women bitches and stuff like that. It was like, what a bitch supposed to do is stuff like this and stuff like every 2 or 3 words was calling black women bitches and shit, and I guess that wasn't an issue.
Right.
She was twerking online.
Oh,
Just a lot of unprofessional
Bullshit.
shit. Like if your boss was to see you do all this and then you're talking about your clientele,
You're getting fired.
You're getting fired.
Yeah.
And then a couple days later, she's crying in the car, saying that black men will not protect black women, and
but that's the entitlement, right?
yeah, like I don't feel like every. Oh shit! I'm about to get canceled.
You got to get canceled. Don't get this.
I don't feel like every black woman deserves my protection or is entitled to my protection.
Depending on what you're talking about, hell no.
Yeah.
Every black person don't deserve me
Yeah.
to defend them if you on some bullshit.
I got my people, and
Yeah.
and I do not. Let me say this: not supporting your bullshit is not attacking black women.
that part.
Not supporting your bullshit is not protecting black men, or not supporting black
If you
people.
on some
period.
bullshit, let me tell you. I'm a bee and not a fly. Yeah, I like to experience honey, not
shit.
bullshit.
I'm not supporting bullshit. It don't matter if you. My mom could come to me with a fucking pyramid scheme, and I'd be like,
No.
I'm good on that shit.
Yeah, but speaking of which, my pops has come to me on the pyramid. I'd be like, hey, bro. I mean, I feel you. Do what you do, but
Hey, get your paper, man.
I'm a pass.
It's not
black
me.
man, get your paper. Get
your money, black man.
But I'm a pass. You feel me? Like, yeah, no. That's, and I think, yeah, that's definitely something. Saying no, right? Because people don't respect your boundaries, and that goes back to boundaries. People don't respect that about you. Like if you say no, you're automatically throwing them away.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, I'm just setting a boundary for me
Yeah,
to where I don't get caught up in no stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I don't overextend myself. And I think that's a lot of times we get, and you talked about it in your job. We talk about it all the time because we both do it, right? We're hypocrites. Like we both tell each other about it, but we really be talking to ourselves because we both overextend often.
Yeah.
And that overextension sometimes comes to bite us in the ass. Like sometimes we commit to way too much shit.
Way too much.
We trying to do way
Yeah.
too much shit. We trying to make sure shit goes right. You know what I'm saying? We trying to support every cause. And when you stop doing that and you do set those boundaries, then people be like, oh, well, you acting different.
Yeah.
Oh, you acting funny. Oh, you not doing this. And it's like, damn.
I
Where
done
was you
did
when I was falling the fucking
all
apart?
this shit, and then this is one thing that I said I can't do because I don't have the bandwidth for it.
Because
anymore.
I'm falling apart. Like,
You don't see, I'm fucking bald headed, bitch. My hair is falling out because I'm stressed the fuck out, and you
Okay.
mad because I couldn't pick up some fucking pizza. Fuck
you
out my
feel
face.
me? You feel me? So I think that overextension is a thing, and people, if you're listening out there, you got to understand that just because somebody tells you no doesn't mean that they have thrown you away, or doesn't mean that they acting funny, or doesn't mean that they not there for you, or that they don't have your back. It just means that at that particular point in time, they just can't do the shit.
Can't do it.
You know what I'm saying? Now, don't mistake that with somebody just not wanting to be in your corner, because that's a whole different thing. But if you know somebody got you 10 toes down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and they say no one time, or they say no a few times, like, maybe you just asking for too fucking much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you gotta look at it from their perspective too. Like sometimes
Everybody going through shit.
yeah,
Like,
and sometimes we do overextend ourselves. Like sometimes we need a fucking break. You know what I'm saying? So
I need a break, bro. So don't call me about no
fuck you.
organizational shit. No more for the rest of the 21st century.
Speaking of, that's gonna take us to our top 3. What's your top 3? Because I let me tell you, when I feel overextended, because we do try to people please a lot. So we gonna talk about your top 3
Yeah,
excuses.
man, I'm supposed to be thinking about this the whole show. No?
Your top 3. We can do one and one.
Okay.
Your top 3 excuses that you use to get out of going somewhere or doing some shit.
I would say my first one would be my clothes are already off. Once I'm in my drawers, I'm not coming back out. I'm sorry. So if I tell you my drawers I'm in my drawers already, then I ain't. Yeah, you can cancel that shit.
All right, my number one, and I have used this a couple of times, and I almost used it for this Saturday. Because I work blue collar work, you can get mandatory, and they can tell you, you're on a mandatory assignment. I will tell you in a minute if I don't want to go somewhere. Hey, I'm sorry, I got mandatory. I just can't. I can't come. I got mandatory.
Is this why you didn't go to what you call it? Or did you actually get
don't put
mandatory?
that. You better not put that shit on. Don't put that shit on record. Like I will talk about this shit after this because I don't even know what event you're talking about. But don't fucking put me out there like that. That's my number one. What's your number two?
My number two is it just recently happened over this last year. So I had COVID. And I'm not saying like I recently just had it. I was like, yeah, it's like a year ago. Like, no, I can't go because I had COVID.
You did have it.
I had it just
not right now.
At one point I had the shit. So yeah, so I'm not coming.
Oh, I say my number two. Just like the homework in the third grade, I will blame it on my dog. I gotta go let my dog out. I ain't been at home all day. I gotta go let my dog out. It's far. Once I'm not coming back. Like I gotta go let my dog out. Dakota, I'm coming.
My last one, I'm gonna go with my light skin side, my inner light skin girl, and I just didn't see your message. My bad. How you see your message?
I feel like I've seen you pull that. Actually,
I ain't do it to you. I haven't done it to
not
you.
to me, but I've seen you pull it. Like,
Oh.
I've definitely seen you do it.
Oh shit, bro! I just saw your message.
I'm
Not this last time that I really just got the message from that group.
Yeah, no. I'm actually gonna go along the same lines, man, because I work so many hours. If I just don't feel like talking to you or fucking with you, I'd be like, man,
You doing it right now?
I was taking a nap, man.
You hear his phone going off. He gonna tell somebody he was taking a nap.
I was taking a nap. And an honorable mention, if it's on a Friday night, I'm gonna tell you that the show going on. I mean, that's not an excuse. It's we really gonna do the show. So Fridays are out for me. So yeah, that's my top three, man. Y'all listening out there, y'all tell us your top three excuses that you use. Keep from going
They ain't
out.
gonna tell us because they can't use them no more.
It don't matter. Ain't nobody looking at it. But yeah, y'all know what it is. You can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Father, fuck you.
At the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on the man. It's good to be back, and we'll see you next week.
All right.